Hi, my name is Stephen McGee and I'm the author of Light Forensics. And we're here to do a review on this light forensics experiment. And as you can see, the plants are arranged in order from worst growth on the left to best growth on the right. You can see that we've got quite a difference in growth rates. Now, all of these plants are being watered with different kinds of water, and you can see that water in the water bottles in front of the plants. So let's take a little look at each plant and see what's going on. So this water has been structured by solar radiation outdoors. So this is the first plant. It has very small leaves. This is the control plant, and this is a glass jar filled with water, and it sits outside in the sunlight all day, every day in Tucson, Arizona, and most of the year is clear blue sunny skies. So it gets a lot of solar radiation, and it's producing these very small leaves. Now the Dieffenbachia typically has leaves the size of your hand. You can clearly see that these leaves are very tiny. So let's have a look at this one. So this one's faring a little bit better. The leaves are a little bit bigger, and this one is getting red water. So this is a plastic water bottle, sits in the sunlight every day, and we water the soil with the water from that red water bottle. Now this one's a little bit taller, leaves a little bit smaller, but it is actually growing. This one is getting green water. So this is green solar irradiated water for our green plant. Okay, so this one is a little bit taller, and you can see that this one actually has bigger leaves. So we're getting to the point where the leaves are approaching what they should normally be. And this one gets blue light. So this is blue solar irradiated light for our blue light water plant. Now this one here is far bigger than any of the previous plants, and I know you're going to say that it's a different species. Well, it's a Dieffenbachia. It's just a different type of Dieffenbachia, and you see that the leaves are approaching the full size that they should be, and they've got all the patterning that they should have. And I've been working with the Dieffenbachia for quite a few years now. And I can tell you that I don't see any difference in growth rates between the ones that have these pattern leaves and the ones that have these pattern leaves. The growth rate is very, very similar. So there's something about this plant that is causing it to thrive so much more than the previous ones. And it really is a beautiful plant compared to all the others in this experiment. And this one is getting white solar irradiated water. So it's a plastic bottle, white plastic, previously had milk in it. So it's a milk container, it sits outside in the sun every day. And then we water the plant with the white light water. And we've got a very beautiful plant by doing that. And this is probably one of the best plants in the home. There's not too many plants in my home of the Dieffenbachia that are actually this tall and this well formed. So this is amongst the best. So there's definitely something about the water that is in this container that is very, very beneficial to this plant. Now you're probably wondering what these smaller plants are in front of this experiment. And this was an expansion of the glass water. So when I started doing this experiment, I very quickly realized that the glass water experiment was showing the most deformity. And that kind of made me wonder whether there's something going on with how the glass is treating the water. Now it's been known since the 1800s that if you put glass in an electromagnetic field, that it affects the light transmission through it. And most glass, in fact all glass on Earth today, is in man-made electromagnetic fields. So I kind of wondered whether there'd be a difference between glass that is affected by electromagnetic radiation fields, and plastic, which I don't believe is actually affected by electromagnetic radiation fields. So that's what this experiment is about. So if we take a little look at the labels, again we'll start with the worst and work through to the best. So this one is getting water out of a glass container. Now it's the control plant. So this glass container for the control plant in this experiment is actually kept in a very dark closet and is light deprived. And that light deprived water is producing the worst growth out of this experiment. Now this one here, this one is the control plastic bottle, which is kept in a dark closet, so it's light deprived plastic bottle water. And again, we've got these very small leaves coming up, very stressed plant. So this one's doing about the same, there's not much difference. And this one is getting the solar irradiated plastic water. So the plastic bottle sits outside every day, being solar irradiated by the bright sunlight. And it's doing okay, it's not fantastic. And this one is by far the best plant out of this front experiment. And this one is getting the solar irradiated water out of the glass. And I will say that this is exhibiting far better growth than all of those plants that we just looked at. So there's definitely something about keeping your water in sunlight that actually gives good growth in this experiment. So that's the conclusion so far. We're going to keep this experiment running, and we're going to keep watering these plants with the different types of water, and we'll probably come back in several months from now and see how all these plants are doing. As soon as I have an update, I will do another video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I wish you the very best of health. Thank you.